and welcome to Inner Circle Guidance. Today we're going to be doing a collective reading, but for those of you who are new to the circle, hello and welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I post new readings every single day. And if you're looking for personal services or personal readings, I offer them through my website, innercircleguidance.com. Let's find out what the circle needs to know today. Okay, so the card that fell out was the Six of Swords. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Hierophant. We have the Four of Wands. And we have Judgment on the bottom of the deck. The Judgment card typically pops up when you are in the process of a very important part of your journey. This can sometimes mean that there's some sort of major decision that you need to make that you may be aware of or may not be aware of that is going to affect you long term. But this is often a decision that requires you to use your wisdom from the past, to use your intuition, and to use logic all rolled into one. So a balance between your masculine and your feminine energies. This is also a card that indicates that a lot of the pieces are beginning to come together in some way in your life. So something that you've been trying to manifest maybe falling into place, or something that you have been struggling with that hasn't been very clear for you is starting to fall into place. But this also is a card that indicates that you may need to shed old versions of yourself or old belief systems or old ways of being, thinking, feeling, and doing in order to fully step into this new energy and this new chapter that this card is typically an indication of. This is a card of rising to the occasion. So there may also be some sort of opportunity that is going to present itself or that is in the process of presenting or falling into place that requires you to step out of your comfort zone a little bit and grow and expand in the ways that you know you can and have been wanting to grow and expand, but maybe haven't either been able to figure out how to do that or haven't had the opportunity to do that. That's what this card usually indicates. So being that this is the overall arching energy, these cards down here are going to give us a little bit more insight as to how to go about doing that and what you can expect and what you can look out for. The Six of Swords is interesting because this is actually giving me a very different interpretation and a different message than is typical of this card. Usually this card indicates that there is some sort of moving away from difficult struggles, which I am picking up on. But what's interesting is what is leading you out of maybe certain struggles or leading you out of certain situations in your life is specific ideas or certain thought processes that you can't seem to get rid of. It's almost like they just keep repeating or they keep popping up, or there's like an idea or something that you're passionate about that just keeps going. And it's like, that's all you can really think about. I'm almost picking up on an obsessive sort of energy, but it's not obsessive in the negative. It's obsessive in the positive, where the passion and the creativity and everything are coming together to form something important. If you've been struggling financially, because we have a lot of pentacles that follow right after, this could be a period in time where you are literally moving out of financial difficulties and moving into more stability. You could be receiving a job because we do have the Knight of Pentacles here. We also have the King of Pentacles. There could be a moment in which you have the opportunity to invest in yourself in some way that's going to pay off, or a moment for someone else to invest in you. But I'm really seeing that these new ideas that have been sort of pushing you towards the current of a particular situation, opportunity, idea, whatever, is really going to lead you to positive outcomes here. And I'm seeing that with the Knight of Pentacles, you're thinking long term, because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight out of all the knights, but it's a consistent energy. There's still certain things that maybe you feel unprepared for. This knight doesn't have any shoes on, but also doesn't seem to be very worried. The pentacle that he's using as a shield is on his back. There's no sword in his hand. There's no helmet. It's sort of this energy of moving out of a fight and kind of, the peace that follows. All the struggles may not be completely over yet, but there is this transitory phase in which you're moving out of a lot of struggles here, specifically when it comes to finances and career, or when it comes to struggling. The King of Pentacles is indicating to me that you have learned very well how to provide for yourself. You have learned how to use your energetic transactions of time and energy in a way that fully benefits you and works with your energy instead of against it. And what I'm seeing here is that there's a shift that's happened. So in the past, with the Five of Wands, there's been this energy where you felt like you were scrambling to get to the top. And maybe there was difficulties with how you define success and progress. But I'm seeing that that is shifting now. You're shifting into more of a balanced energy between the masculine and feminine when it comes to your career, when it comes to money, when it comes to the way that you view things that you value and prioritize, and how you place worth on things, people, and yourself, which is shifting the energy. Now, what I am seeing is with the Five of Wands, there may still be a little bit of chaos around you, or maybe there's still certain situations that feel chaotic because there's still this transitory phase between where you're at currently and where you're going that's making things feel a little unstable or a little chaotic. But things are going to be calming down because we go from the Five of Wands to the Hierophant, which is a very still card. And we go from the Hierophant to the Four of Wands, which is a high energy card, but there's no chaos there. It's more of a celebration and a going with the flow sort of energy. The Hierophant and the Five of Wands being next to each other is indicating to me specifically that there are certain things that you are doing very differently than you did before. So you've used the wisdom of the past, which is very much this Judgment card, to do things in a way where you're not repeating past mistakes, or you're not pursuing things in the same type of energy. You're more connected to yourself and more grounded. You're also more connected to the divine and your higher self. And it's allowed you to move forward in a way where you don't have as much attachment to the outcome or attachment to certain things that were holding you back previously. And I'm very much seeing that a lot of this is a mindset. You had certain mindsets and certain perceptions that wouldn't allow you to move forward in certain ways, or expand in certain ways, or grow in certain ways unless it looked exactly like your expectation. And there is a release of these expectations where you are also allowing yourself not to take life so seriously and not to take yourself so seriously. And what it's doing with the Four of Wands is it's placing you into a lot of divine moments, blessings, and miracles, where it's going to allow things to come and fall into place in ways that you really couldn't have expected. It's also going to be bringing in some wish fulfillments here. So it's important that you are clear at this time on exactly what it is you're looking to achieve, because I'm seeing that the universe is currently taking the pieces and kind of laying the track to get you there. But you need to also be clear, but remain in this energy of not being too fixated on specific expectations or specific outcomes. So I'm going to leave the reading here. If it resonated with you, don't forget to like this video and comment your affirmation down below. Your affirmation for this reading is, all the pieces are falling into place for me. And as always, may your life be full of light, full of love, abundance, and gratitude. I'll see you next time.